Welcome to the Montreal Botanical Garden. It's one of the most important gardens in the world. Poppies! They're huge! It was created in 1931 and we are very proud to welcome 1 million visitors each year.
Wow, so cool here.
And let me take you for a guided tour.
Qulture.
Qulture.
Qulture. Culture.
This is the Garden of Innovation. Gardeners looking for new plants available on the market. It's the place where people can come and vote for their favorite, and it's available the year after. Those were the favorite chosen last year. They're called les exceptionnels, the exceptional. Drawing paintings. It's really the place because it's a reminder of Monet's garden. Oh, they have started to bloom. Azaleas. Yellow, orange, reds are coming out. The Rhododendrons and azalea collection is displayed behind a wall of trees because they need to be protected from the wind and they need also the snow protection during winter, and the collection is just behind those. This is very intimate. The name of the garden, Leslie Hancock, comes from Mr. Leslie Hancock, who promoted the culture of these plants here in the province of Quebec. Welcome in a unique garden called the Courtyard of the Senses. It was designed for blind people, but everybody is invited to touch and smell the plants. This one is my favorite. It's called the common gum cistus, and it is a little bit sticky. So it's fun to touch, but when you smell it, it's like heaven. When you touch this plant, Woolly Melianthus, it smells like peanut. The senna here, it's popcorn. It's fun really to see plants in a different way. This section in the Alpine garden showing the vegetation of the Appalachian Mountains. Instead of going to the North Pole, just come here and we have more than 21,000 species in the whole botanical garden. Don't be surprised if you come in the Arboretum. We have sheep that are spending all summer with us. They will be here until October 21st. Their principal activity is to eat the lawns, and they also produce quantities of manure. So it's very a natural way to take care of the lawn in this part of the Arboretum. We are entering the Japanese pavilion, and there is a Japanese garden just behind it. It is one of the most popular gardens. We call them cultural garden because you can learn more about the Japanese culture. When we enter the pavilion, we have access to the bonsai courtyard. We have many miniature trees, some from China, we call them penjin, and some from Japan called bonsai. And bonsai means tree in a pot. It's an important collection that we have here at the garden. And it's always the search of perfection, beauty, aesthetic. This one is quite old, 275 years old. Simplicity and calm are the two words to talk about this garden. So now we are entering the First Nation Garden. It was created in 2001 in collaboration with the indigenous people of Quebec. We had to recreate a natural forest, but there was a good base with our collection of trees here. Since it is a cultural garden, there are some Aboriginal who are working here, and they are just sharing their culture with the visitors. It doesn't feel like a garden here, but the important thing is the relation between the indigenous and nature. The indigenous people who comes here are very happy to find a place that reminds them of their ancient heritage. The Chinese garden, built in 1991, and it's really a must when you come at the Montreal Botanical Garden. It was for many years the biggest Chinese garden outside of Asia, and if you look carefully, you won't see lawn anywhere. Plants of all kinds, but the lawn is not valuable in China, I think. They grow other types of plants instead of lawn. For 2 years now, this garden has been closed for renovation, so they did it all over again. Everything looks new. Our upcoming event in fall is called Garden of Lights. In the Chinese garden, you'll find Chinese lanterns, and they are all lighted up. And when you go through the Japanese garden, there the nature is lightened up. Also in the First Nation garden, there is a small light show that is presented on a tree. That's part of the whole experience of Garden of Light. Well, I think most of our visitors are coming to relax, to get a break from the city noise and just breathe. The Montreal Botanical Garden, it's a nice place to do it.